But there's so many families in need that are in crisis, that are in the gray, that don't have representation.
For pro-choice advocates, they say the world is not all black and white, and there are people right now struggling to figure out the personhood aspect of Georgia's new abortion law, and it extends rights to fetuses in utero. Now, legal experts and healthcare educators say that they're still trying to figure out what that means in theory.
Yeah, and as Caitlin Ross explains, this is more than theoretical for thousands of Georgia families having to make hard and very real decisions right now, Caitlin.
This is personal for Lenise Shortell. She heads up the pediatric hospice program for Harbor Grace and talks to families every day who have been told the babies they are carrying will not survive long after birth if they make it at all.
It's just not something that we talk about. A lot of these conversations, like I shared, they happen behind closed doors.
Lenise Shortell walks with families in grief after they're given the devastating news of a severe or life-limiting diagnosis for their baby. She meets with families at their home or the hospital.
This is how it may unfold. This is what it may look like in your home, in your family, and we arm them with choices.
Many families she works with choose to carry the baby to term. Many choose to terminate. But she says none of them are told about the life-limiting genetic conditions until 10 to 14 weeks of pregnancy. That's long after the state's 6-week ban on termination.
The children that do survive through birth, and they have incredible medical complexities that are expensive, like hundreds and thousands of dollars. Here in our state, the Medicaid expansion that has been put before our elected officials has been denied.
Medicaid expansion has taken center stage in Georgia, with families of children with severe and profound disabilities telling legislators they need help. But Shortell says many families who choose to terminate pregnancies that would need financial support from the state don't want to come forward.
They're afraid of talking about it with the community because this topic is so polarized, but it's real, and there's a lot of families that are faced with this, and the impact of it unfolding is quite alarming.
Shortell says she's not pro-abortion, she's pro-giving families a choice.
How are we advocating for them? Because they're Americans too.
She says she doesn't know how this will play out in practice yet. There is an exception for risk to the life of the mother in Georgia's new abortion law, but life-limiting disabilities are not expressly outlined. She told me the doctors she works with are still trying to figure that out as well.
Such interesting perspective. Thank you, Caitlin.